Hello, good morning. Good morning, Catherine. Good morning to you. Great to see you here. Bright and early. we are we're right on time to be correct. Right on time. Great to have you here to journal with me. I'm Kathy Hampton, and you've joined me. Um, if you're seeing this in the future, um, on replay. You're seeing me on Journal with Me, part of a series of live sessions of journaling. And I'm glad to have you here where we meet in community to journal. The practice of journaling is a form of self care. It is the space that we are in is a community of people who are dreamers, who are reimagining, who are spending time sorting things out and documenting um, their journey. And we sit here for about an hour in total, if we sometimes go over. But we start out with 20 minutes of journaling, and then we move into a impromptu discussion, usually something that has resonated with me in my journaling or in my morning. And we sit here in this kitchen space and draw affirmation cards or reminder cards. We use um, published um, cards or readings, quotes from various authors, creators, and even from our journalers. So, if this is the first time that you've seen this and something that you want to consider practicing, then do me a favor. If you see this on YouTube, please be sure to like, subscribe, and ring the notification bell. You'll be made aware of when a new video is uploaded. So, um, this morning I've been moving around a little slow. So, if you will excuse me while I get my phone, which is our timer, so that we can get started in a moment. One moment. Okay, so before we get started, I usually ask people to check in to find out how they are feeling, what their emotions are at this moment. Um, that could also be considered a weather report of how you're feeling, um, whether you're feeling good, you're feeling okay, you're feeling sad, mad, glad, um, indifferent. Um, you're feeling foggy. You're feeling a little turbulent, windy. There's a lot going on. You're not feeling settled. Um, or you look deep inside and acknowledge your how you are doing before we get started. Um, I, I ask people to, take 3 deep cleansing breaths to calm the nervous system before you get started. I've been moving, as I said, slowly throughout my morning, and um, only because I believe it's because of the true outside weather. The I believe the barometric pressure may have fallen. So when it's dark and cloudy or cool, for especially the now summer month, because we have moved from spring into summer, it is June 22nd. And uh, cloudiness um, makes me, and I think others, kind of move slower. Um, yeah. So that's what I'm doing, how I'm feeling. I'm feeling good, but I'm moving slow. My physical body is moving slow. So take account of that. Take your 3 cleansing breaths. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth in your own pace. I'll wait for you to do that. Get grounded in your seat. You may want to put your feet on the ground, or if you're lying in bed, feel the bed, feel the surface. We use pen, paper, paint brushes, journals, notebooks for our journaling. You get to decide. And then we also write in free flow. We write um, free write in no specific order or pattern, um, so that you feel a sense of freedom in your approach to whatever you're writing or listing here. So let's see. Catherine says she's feeling a little unsettled. Okay, could be weather related. Yes, I understand that totally, Catherine. We are on the same page, so to speak, with that. I'm not unsettled, but just kind of moving slow. There's no reason for me to rush, so I decided to move slow. I hope your unsettlement um, is will leave, and I hope that journaling or being being more thoughtful as we begin journaling will help. That's what I hope for you. And we're going to start with 20 minutes journaling. One moment while I pull up. Okay, we start off with 20 minutes and get started. Here we go. Mm. Okay, it's our time has come to an end. My chime did not go off for some reason. So if you are journaling, continue, finish your thoughts, um, take your time in completing your your journaling. I'm going to transition to discussion. I hope that your journaling entry um, was what either you expected or pleased with or satisfied with. Um, was it beneficial or was it good for you? Yeah, I hope it all is good for you. So, Catherine has joined us, and Dr. Crystal, good morning. Good morning to you. I appreciate you um, coming on. Yes, it is Thursday. The week went by quickly, I believe. At least it was for me. It seemed to go by. I was busy this week. I have been busy this week. Week isn't over, but I've been busy. Um, your weather report is sunny and hot. Okay, very good, very good. Great to hear it. You're in your new space, new place. And thank you, Dr. Crystal, for showing me what I look like on TV. I appreciate that in your morning routine. I appreciate that. Um, that post made in Instagram. But yes, Catherine and I are a little kind of in a kind of cloudy, foggy weather. And I shouldn't speak for Catherine. Catherine, it might be different where you are. But here in my Philadelphia neighborhood, it is windy. It's been windy lately here, and it is cloudy. It's gray skies, um, but um, and it tends to make me feel a little sluggish. So I'm moving slow. Just decided to that I would cooperate and with myself and not move too fast. So um, in preparing for this morning, my little preparation takes me about, oh, I don't know. This morning it was more like 5 minutes, 10 minutes that I went over some notes and was thinking about what I would talk about. And with the aids that I have here, the cards that I have, um, makes it easy, especially on a cloudy day, on a slow moving day. What do you say? Yes, I'm experiencing the same. It's actually raining. Oh, okay, Catherine. Hasn't started raining over here yet. Thank you. Maybe coming toward me. With this wind, who knows? Who knows? Okay, and Crystal, you're going to I'm going to talking about journaling in my work with academic writers. So your channel has showed me a lot about journaling in community. Great. That is really good. Very good. Happy to be the, what do they call it? The example, or what do they call it? The incubator. Incubator for your talk. That's good. glad I'm glad that we I can provide that example for you. And speaking of which, my my retreat environment uh, is offers itself to journaling and community. Um, it is a tool that um, I use and will be using for retreats. So yes, it is a great um, tool to use in community, and that is what we all know. And so it's great that you are spreading the word about this. I On this past weekend, I may have shared that I ran into a huge community neighborhood yard sale, and just so happened to pass community organization tables. Of course, I had to stop by the neighborhood library table, where they were. In fact, I have it right here. Isn't that interesting how that happened? The uh, the library's friends group. You know, a lot of libraries have friends of the library groups um, that are work outside of the city or municipality or township um, funding to raise funds for the community library. And this friends group was offering fiber arts as part of their offerings, along with film nights, documentaries, um, game night, so on and so forth, story time, of course, for children. And this is outside of the regular offerings and programming for library. And I asked them if they had a journaling or meditation um, offering. And she scooped up her paper and pen and took my name and asked me to be in touch with them, and believes that there is an audience for my journaling uh, and meditation. So, um, yeah, in community, um, I know that it is something that is actually um, sought after. There are quite a few people who are doing this work, but I also have a interest in the literacy component to journaling for uh, non-readers or writers, or people who are not readers due to their literacy or illiteracy. So, yeah, there's a lot to all of this, Catherine, and I appreciate you um, spreading the word. Very good. So that is a great thing to talk about. But this morning we're going to also talk about. Well, I want to talk about, and you guys can chime in if you want. See how this resonates with you. But I looked at my horoscope today. We are moving out of Gemini as of today, I believe. Yeah, and this is the solstice, moving from spring to summer. But my horoscope told me that I have a sprawling. That was the word, sprawling. What is sprawling? Words are important. Told me I had a sprawling to do list. And how did it know that? How did it know that I had a sprawling to do list? And so I focused on that in my journaling today about the to do list that I have. And it seems that on this journey, this segment of the journey, I have so much that I have to do, and it's not necessarily hasn't overwhelmed me yet, but it's starting to, because when you dream, it takes money to dream, but it also takes time to put the dream uh, together. You know, the other day I was talking about a dream that I just couldn't figure it out what piece what was happening in the dream. Well, you know, this dream that I have of uh, of relocation, um, to the place that I want to relocate takes time to organize, and it talks about organizing the dream. And Crystal, as well as Catherine, know, as people who are on their separate journeys, have had to declutter and organize. And my to-do list is really taking all of that into effect. And within this journaling process or practice, to-do lists or lists of things that you want or desire are motivated helps motivate you to move through, you know, these steps so that you can continue on your journey. Because the end of the journey is the results of all that you have done. So, yeah, I'll be working on that list today. Um, and it actually advised the Gemini uh, to work in isolation. In other words, don't be distracted, which can easily happen if you allow distraction to enter into your pathway. So anyone who just so happens to have a sprawling to-do list, uh, I encourage you to keep on moving through it, keep on doing the work. If you were so motivated, if you have the energy. I then started writing about what is motivation. What is motivation? How can I be motivated to do this? Motivation, basically, my definition, the energy to move and take action based on the desire to realize a particular outcome or pleasing, yeah, has to be pleasing result. So that's my definition I created. I don't know if that is true or not, but that's my definition of motivation, and I am motivated based on my definition, based on my motive, on my definition. So that is. So I ask you, where are you on your journey? Where are you on your to-do list? Where are you on your to-do list on this path that I hopefully you are motivated. If you are motivated, that's one thing. But if you are and so inclined um, to be motivated, um, then you know move through it. Move through the list of things that you have to do in order to get to the desired place. So I wish you well on your journey. I always do, because basically that is what what I believe I teach, so to speak, or uh, provide advice, or that's not necessarily advice, but yeah, things that I talk about. So today, I actually within that 10-minute phase of getting organized for our talk, I pulled up our good friend Yannick Silver, and I flipped to page, well, this is page 46, but card 5. And if maybe, I don't know if you need to hear this or not, but I'll read from this card. I'll show you the card, and then I'll read what it's all about. Number 5. It's card number 5. Can you see that? Befriend befriend your fear monster. I don't know who needs to hear it. Um, but it's telling, this is a prompt, and you can write this down. Befriend your fear monster. Do you have a fear monster? Um, I'll read this in a moment. First, I want to see what's going in the chat here. Definitely, that's a great fit. Readers often love to write and vice versa. Yes. I'm motivated to continue my research for moving abroad. Great, 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 Catherine. I got sidetracked, but trying to see the outcome in the horizon. Very good. I'm so glad. That's really positive. Positive steps that you're doing it. You're doing the work. You're motivated. I'm happy for you. Let's see. After school, I do have one. You do have one. Let's see. When talking about journaling in my work, writers, so your channel has showed you have one. It's for me. Okay. All right. All right. I think I understand what she's saying there. So this, let's see. You have a fear monster. Okay. All right. Is he cute? Our monster's cute. I think this little drawing here was cute. So I had a brief. This is so random. Things come to me as we go. But I was in an Uber yesterday, and we were talking about monsters, actually, or or demons or whatever, and what a physical characteristic of a monster or demon was. And we were saying that some monsters are beautiful, or demons are beautiful. They don't have to be horrific looking or whatever. So that's why I asked, is your monster cute? This is kind of like a bear like monster. So anyhow, this goes: just as you are about to step forward in all your fullness and authenticity of remembering your greatest work in the world, the fear monster interjects and says, basically, who am I to do this great work? Will my health suffer? Will my family be neglected? What if somebody else does this better? I don't have the resources I need. I don't know enough to make this happen. No matter what you've already achieved, fear seems to change and morph to get to you from another angle. The fear monster whispers, what if you don't live up to your fullest potential here? There's a reason we hold on to these fears. Somehow they serve us. For example, fear can prevent us from starting a new endeavor, thereby saving us from failing. There could be an old pattern or story you are still living out. However, you cannot truly get in alignment with your greatest work until you walk through the darkness. So, what's the solution? Feel fully. Allow your fear to move through you without giving in to it. Befriend your fear monster. Walk on up and shake its hand. I just added that. So the question, the cosmic catalyst question is, What purpose are my fears serving? That's the question. What purpose are my fears serving? I like this. I like this card. Number 5, befriend your fear monster. Yes. Okay. Fear of driving. Not cute. Oh, wow. Okay. I get it. I get it. I'll tell you a story, a quick story. And I hope she wouldn't mind if she heard me that I won't say her name. But a good friend of mine suffered with the fear of driving for many, many years until she absolutely had to learn how to drive. And that is because she was a caregiver, she was a mother, and she had to learn how to drive. And so she did. And that was it. She simply got in a car and practiced until she felt comfortable enough to then go and get the materials to get her license. She didn't even have a license until she was, I don't know. I could be wrong about this. But if you hear this, my friend, I hope you don't mind me sharing your story. But she had a true fear because it related to an old story in her life. She overcame it and she moved through it brilliantly. Brilliantly. It took her time, but once she was motivated to do so, also, there was a result at the end of this to learn and then start driving. I hope you meet your fear monster head on. Head on. Gonna. Good morning, Katrina Lily. I hope you great to have you, Katrina. Big sis Dula, great to have you, D. Good morning. Y'all gonna have to see the replay because it's a good session today. We've been talking about all kinds of stuff. But yeah, for your driving, I wouldn't say your monster is not cute. Okay, all right. Well, let's tame that monster, that beast, and get you to feeling comfortable. I don't know what you're gonna have to do about that, but I'm not an expert with that, other than to move slowly and at your pace to meet and greet that monster head on. The question the question is, what purpose are my fears serving? I'll read the last little paragraph. So what's the solution? And he says the solution may be to feel fully. Allow your fear to move through you without giving into it. Befriend your fear monster. Yeah. Maybe revisiting and maybe writing down what what stories you were telling yourself. Where is this coming from? Face it. Face wherever this is coming from. Past past stories. Um, yeah, this was a good line that he gave an example. There's a reason we hold on to these fears. Somehow they serve us. And that was in quotes. So, you know, we believe that we can't do something, but they serve some other part of us. For example, fear can prevent us from starting a new endeavor, thereby saving us from failing. So, also in air quotes. So, if you're just holding on to this is, you know, if I go and take the test, or if I consider this this action of moving through. What if I fail? So I better not even do it. Yeah. So that's the question for the day. What purpose are my fears serving? Okay. I hope that may help, or if someone needed to hear that, um, sit with it, journal your responses, work through it, talk to yourself, get to know yourself through this fear. What is it that you're holding back? Only you will know. You don't have to express it, publicly or here in this forum, but you can hold on to that entry, that journal entry, what you're writing, what you're documenting. Yeah. Okay, Karen. Yes, I'm working untangling the purpose because it's been 3 years this week since my accident. Okay, it's time to move on. All right, we're gonna hold you up in our thoughts, prayers, good vibes on that. Thank you. I hope to be helpful, impactful, uh, motivation, motivating. That's what I would like the results of these sessions to be for people. Yes, an accident can do it. Um, yeah, I've been in accidents, a couple of accidents, two pretty bad ones, where I was I was I was the one either hit or I I had to move away from an accident that occurred, and it was a horrible accident in which a car uh, basically flipped over, and I had to divert from that that car flipping over, so I wouldn't have been involved in it, but I ended up having to run into something else. Yeah, and these all happened during college days. My sophomore year in college, I had a little hoopty, and I just that little car. That was when cars were made with good materials, because that car actually, in both incidents, rear-ended and running into something in the front of the car, where it could have easily damaged the engine. That little Datsun. Do you all remember the Datsun? That little Datsun chugged along and got to got to the front of my apartment each time until it was towed away for to be repaired, the body repaired. The insides were always fine, but I just kept on driving. I actually then started slowing down. I became a granny driver at a very early age. I don't drive. I don't consider myself a slow driver, but I follow the rules. I'm very defensive. I follow the rules, and I get out of everybody's way, or yeah, I go around. I go around danger. So what I consider to be danger. So I get how an accident can cause lots of fear, especially if it was a really bad accident. My example of my friend was in a horrible accident where she was the only survivor of that accident. So it took years, decades for her to be able to um, to drive. Um, but she did so because she had to. She had to drive, and yeah, she's a hero, yeah, for doing so, moving through all of that. So, um, yes, Thank you, Dee, for acknowledging that. Yes, big hugs to you. Yes. So I wanted to pull a reminder card. We're not going to be pulling numbers today, lottery numbers today. I want to pull a salmon colored card. There we go. A salmon colored card, a reminder from our brother Hindsight. Okay. And I love this. I just pulled it just a second ago. Didn't realize it, but I love love. I love, instead of liking on posts, I usually push the heart because yeah, I just think that you lead with love, and that's what this card is about. Okay. I don't know. He has a kite with a little hand reaching for the kite, and it says, "When you lead with love, you leave with love. Lead with love in all that you do. Your forgiveness, compassion, love, and empathy. It's your superpower. When you lead with love, no matter what happens, no matter what they did, you still leave with love. You leave with your power." Love it. Love that. That's a reminder card. I like this card. I don't know about you, how it resonates with you. I'll read it again. When you lead with love, you leave with love. Lead with love in all that you do. Your forgiveness, compassion, love, and empathy. It's your superpower. When you lead with love, no matter what happens, no matter what they did, you still leave with love. You leave with your power. Yes. It's about forgiveness and compassion, love, and empathy. It's about um, your love for yourself, actually, when you lead with love. Love this. Love this. I don't know if you needed to hear that or not, or be reminded. This is a reminder card, but it was a good one. And gonna leave you all with one more card. Let's see if we have. Yes. Okay. Anyone have any comments before we leave with our rest card from Rest is Resistance from the Rest deck, Trisha Hersey. Okay, encouraging. All right, I'm glad you're encouraged. We're going to encourage you to go meet that monster, that fear. Yeah, we're going to reimagine that fear as cute. The cute monster, so you can go right up to it, shake its hand. Um, so Trisha Hersey has one of the first cards that I pulled actually from the deck. I think it was last week. States, "I am not a machine. I'm a divine being. I can rest. I am not a machine. I am a divine being. I can rest." That is the affirmation, affirming one's abilities and choices about resting. The back of the card says, "Can you imagine what it will feel like in your body once you surrender to rest?" Stay in the imagination space. Imagine what freedom from capitalism would feel like in your body. Freedom from stresses like worrying about bills and laboring to feel worthy. You can imagine a new way, a new future. Stay in rest. And if you have read the book uh, or been, you know, have flipped through the pages of the book, um, Rest is Resistance, you know that resting is not just taking a nap, it is one part of it, but it's so much more, and it leads to our freedom. It leads to our freedom. Rest can be play. Rest can be journaling. Rest can be drinking tea in the darkness at night in your bed. I love that one. I did that one last week. But rest is so great, and I've embraced it, and I want to encourage you all to either find a copy of the Rest is Resistance uh, book in your local library, um, or purchase it, get a copy. Um, this whole rest deck, as well as the book, um, was, I think, very influential on Juneteenth as I thought about uh, our ancestors, our forefathers, um, working uh, and not knowing of their freedom until 2 years after the Emancipation Proclamation. And um, they didn't get the memo. Or some of us didn't tell them, which is really a sadness that they were free from enslavement. So this all came to a very thoughtful time on Juneteenth. Now that we've been given a holiday, yeah, I this is not uh, a political channel. It's all about freedom in my commentary, and how we have to ask ourselves about what is our freedom, what is our true freedom. So until that happens, I suggest that we rest in whatever way we can. Yes, yes, yes. So with that, I will be here on Sunday evening at 7 p.m. I will say that I have posted on the uh, website, wellsideretreats.care website. I'll pull that up in the banner that I've put on the website in the workshops, the time and the link to the YouTube channel in case you know someone who wants to participate with us on Tuesday, Thursday mornings, and Sunday evenings at 7 p.m. The schedule is there at that website. And contemplating taking time off in July and part of it during the week, only coming on Sunday evening so that I can work on my to-do list. Because I'm really good at doing things in the morning. And if I had Tuesday and Thursday mornings in July before retreat season begins for me, then I could get a lot done. So I will keep you posted. But in the meantime, we will meet here on Tuesday, Thursday, uh, 7:30 a.m. on Sundays at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. For those of you who may be watching on the West Coast, come on in and try to get to us at least on Sunday afternoon for you, Sunday um, evening for us on the East Coast, and that would be great. But I appreciate all of you who have joined me to journal with me on Tuesday and Thursday mornings, getting up, making it part of your morning routine. And I really appreciate you, appreciate the support for my YouTube channel. Let somebody else know who might want to join us and continue your practice, your good habit of journaling, documenting, dreaming on your pages, your paper, even on your computer, whatever you need to document, taking it from your heart and your mind and placing it somewhere so that you can find order on your journey. So with that, I will see you on Sunday. Have a great day, and I look forward to being with you again very soon. Peace and love to you. All right. Bye.